Alright, what is up, guys? Hope everybody can hear me well. I'm in the process of getting everything set up, so just give me a second because I want to make sure we get this thing hooked up. Alright, so I'm trying to make sure I can see any comments that come in. So what is up, everybody? I'm excited. We're going to be doing another unboxing tonight. We're going to be talking about Ash from The Evil Dead. And this is one of my favorite movies, Evil Dead 2 Dead by Dawn. And this is the Mezco 112 version of Ash. I wasn't going to get this figure because I didn't know if I was going to like it or not, because I wasn't like all that into the scale for the Mezco 112 line. But I got a great, what's up, El Spicy? I got a good deal on it. So I decided, what the hey, pull the trigger. And here's what we've got. So I'm going to be checking these comments as best I can sporadically, but I'm also going to be looking, and hopefully everything works out, because I'm like in a really tight confined space and I'm doing some acrobatics. I do have the tape measure, and I'm going to try to sit down so I can be a little bit more comfortable. Hopefully you guys can hear me. What's up, Bruce? So let's get ready to get into this. So right out front, you see the packaging. This is the standard Mezco packaging that we know with the 112 series. You got the tape here. I was able to pick this guy up, by the way, for 42 bucks, which is why I went ahead and got him. I got him online, and so really excited about that price more than anything else. But right up front, as you can see, Evil Dead 2 Dead by Dawn. And Evil Dead 1 was more of a horror figure. Evil Dead 2 was when it was kind of horror, but it started to get the comedy. What's up, Black Knight? And so this was one of my favorite movies, and I still watch it whenever it's on because it's a lot of crazy, a lot of fun, but it's got some horror elements in it as well, and a lot of those Bruce Campbell one-liners that you like. So right up front also you see the Mezco 112 pose play display. On the side, you get Evil Dead 2 Dead by Dawn. You get all the good stuff. And on the back, it shows you everything you get with this figure. So let's start up top, and hopefully you guys can see this without me blowing it out. But you get the boomstick, you get the Necronomicon, you get Henrietta's head, you get the FU hand from Ash, you get multiple face sculpts here, it looks like. You get a damaged face sculpt, a clean face sculpt, and a zombie face sculpt. You get the little display based that's really large that I always talk about. You get the dynamic pose, which you can maybe pull off with Ash. You get a couple different hands. Looks like you get 6 hands total, or technically 5 hands, because one is in fact a chainsaw. And then it just shows you a couple display options at the bottom, so I think that's really cool. So really excited about that. Once we go ahead and remove this cover here, we are greeted, move that out of the way, with Ash himself, and he's in the package, and you can just kind of see how that display looks, and it looks pretty par for the course with everything else we've seen. And then on the back you've got that Mezco ant. I guess that's an ant. So yeah, that's really cool. Let's go ahead and get into the box though, because that's what you really want to see. And we'll go ahead and move all this stuff out of the way, and let's go ahead and pull Ash out first, and we'll just go piece by piece. And I did want this figure, but I wasn't going to pay $100 for it because I didn't think the likeness was there personally. I'm going to look at some things, and we're going to compare some things tonight. But I didn't think the likeness was there for me, and that was the biggest reason why I was going to pass on this figure. Now, again, at under $50, I had to pull the trigger. But here we go, and let's go ahead and take a look at this and see what we think. And I can see Bruce Campbell there. I mean, it's not, let's zoom in. It's not the most amazing sculpt, but I can definitely see Bruce Campbell here. I'm going to turn to the side there, turn to the other side, and look down. So, yeah, it looks like him. It's maybe not as good of a sculpt as what we get with the NECA stuff, but I think it's a pretty good sculpt. I like the clothes. I don't like that this piece is stitched to the pants, and I know why it is, but I don't really like the way that is displayed. If you look inside, you can see some damage inside the shirt. That's kind of sick, so I like that a lot. You can see where he gets his chainsaw started, so that's pretty sick. You can see the arms look pretty good. You can see the holster or the sheath for the boomstick. Pants look pretty good as well. The boots look good. My only issue with these boots is that I wish they had some weathering on them. That's the only thing. And so, yeah, Black Knight, that is the steal for this. That's why I had to go ahead and get it. The boots I wish had a little bit more weathering on them, some blood or something. So that's something I might go back and add just to fix. Let's look at the ankle articulation while we're here. And he can rock out that way. He can rock back in. He can pivot up. Let's look at it from this side. Not that much. He can pivot down a little bit. Let's look at his leg. He's definitely double jointed, so that's cool. A double jointed knee. Let's see how far he can kick out to the side with these pants on. And that's not too bad. He can kick back about yay. He can kick forward about yay. So not too bad on the articulation point. Let's look at the arm, and let's look at this arm. So we're going to twist it around, and hopefully I don't break anything. Arm goes all the way around, as you can see. But I guess this is a double. I'm not sure. Somebody let me know if you know in the comment section. I'm not sure if that's a double joint or not, but it does go. I'm trying not to break it. This joint's not super tight, but it's not loose. He does do a full 90 here, as you can see. He actually can maybe do a little more than 90, so that's kind of cool. The head itself looks down quite a bit, looks up quite a bit. He's got that double ball, or he's got a nice ball joint in there. He can look to the side. So really nice head, goes all the way around, obviously. So the figure's nice so far that I can see. Let's go ahead and zoom back out so we can see everything about right there. And let's see how well he can stand, because I was messing with his joints. And he stands pretty good. His arm's looking weird. There we go. It's like, Chris, what'd you do to my arm, man? All right, so let me get him where he can stand up. He does have a waist swivel, and he has an ab crunch too, by the way, guys. I'm just looking at this just now, just trying to make sure that I get everything in there. We'll go back over anything that I miss. So let's get him, because I'm never going to display Ash with two hands anyway. I'm always going to display him with the chainsaw hand. So that's just me. Let me hopefully delicately move the camera down. I'm working with a different tripod tonight. My other stuff is in the car. So just got to do what we got to do, folks. All right. And hopefully that's going to stay. All right, so let's see what else we got. So in the back of the package here, we've got our Evil Dead Dead by Dawn. That's really nice. Evil Dead 2, really reflective. I'd love to have seen this be flat, but it is what it is. I think it's a nice base. We're gonna go ahead and mount Ash. He has the foot peg hole in the front, so we'll go ahead and mount him to this base, maybe. There we go. And that should be pretty cool. And the next thing that I want to look at is this chainsaw, because you know I'm all about that chainsaw game. Looks really good. Got some nice blood materials on that. Looks really nice. I don't know if this is accurate, but it looks good. There's the little arm peg hole right there, which is cool. The glory hole. There's another look at it. I think it looks really cool. Just looking to see if I see anything else in here. Definitely very iconic. Oh, sucks. This doesn't open. This is the boomstick. It doesn't open up, unfortunately, that I can see, and I don't want to break it. But here's the boomstick. It does look nice, though. So there's that, which is sick. He's got both his fisted hands on right now. You also have the Necronomicon, which does not open, but it looks nice. It's got nice coloring on it and everything. It's got a nice face on it. So that is very cool. Front and back, really nice. I may not display him with the Necronomicon. Maybe I will. I've got so many of them out right now, it's ridiculous. Here is the FU hand. This is probably what I'm going to display him with, actually. This is sick. That's his hand. FU hand. Done very nice. That's when he gets bit and it gets possessed. Super cool. If you hadn't watched the movie, go watch the movie. But that hand looks amazing. Let's look at these additional head sculpts, shall we? I do have a zombie Ash that I'm going to show you to compare. Here is Henrietta, so that is sick. Looks amazing. Nice deadite head there, looks sick. I think this is Henrietta, but it's just a nice head, super nice. And I've got a large version of this that I want to show you as well. I think it's going to look really cool. Yeah, the boomstick don't open. Yeah, that was one of the things I really wanted to open, but you know, it is what it is. But you know, I'm okay. I'm not super angry about it. Let me show you these other heads. Let's look at the zombie head, because I think that really looks sick. Mezco did a great job on that. That really looks like a zombie, so that's a really nice head sculpt. Hair looks good on it. The zombie makeup looks good. And I still like, I'm looking at my NECA one right now. I still like that one better, but I think this one looks really good. Even the kind of zombie skin in the neck, this looks really good. Really nice head sculpt, so I really like this a lot. It is going to stay in the box for now, but it is a nice head nonetheless. Let's look at the other hero head, which is the clean head. Hail to the king, baby. This one's cool with the blood and stuff on it. I like the blood soaked head the best because he's looking like, I'm trying to see. Actually, I like the marked up head. It's hard to pick because I got so many ash figures out right now. I do like the way the blood looks on here. It's really shiny. It looks really good. So I just really think this is a good head sculpt. I don't know. Let's see. Pop that one off. Really long ball peg there, as you guys can see. We'll put this one on. Ooh. I don't know. I think I'm going to go with that one. This head sculpt is really good too. This is the one that comes in the box, or at least came in my box. So I like that one a lot as well. So I don't know. It's between the two of them. I'm going to go with that one right now. Just I like that blood soaked. And I've already got a ash. I'm putting the wrong thing on. I've already got an ash that looks like this. I don't have one quite that blood soaked. So yeah. Alright, so that's everything in the top container. We've got two more hands here. They put some little tape or something over this. And we do want this hand, I'm going to tell you right now, because I'm not displaying ash without the boomstick, or at least maybe to hold the Necronomicon. And I don't know. Yeah, that might work. I do like him holding the Necronomicon. Let's see if I can get him to hold it. I'd rather have this than the boomstick. I'd rather have the boomstick on the back because, again, I've already got him a lot of different ways. So I would love for him to hold it. That's what she said. Let's go ahead and see if we can get this guy in here. Turn his body. Bend his chainsaw stub. Yeah, I like something like that. And then this guy can go. I guess that's the right. He's reaching for it. I think like that maybe. Yeah. Maybe that's right. I might be backwards. Let's see. I think I was right the other way. Yeah, that's it. So he's got everything that he needs to be ashed. And let me turn him. I gotta figure out how this arm, maybe there's a little attachment here I gotta work on. As if he came with a few shells for the boomstick. Yeah, that'd been cool too. Before I start posing and playing, let me go ahead and see what's on this bottom shelf, because I didn't do that yet. And it doesn't look like there's much in here. There's just his little bag in the bottom and then this little stand. So you see the stand in the bag. So I was thinking there were more hands. Maybe I'm tripping and maybe there's only, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe there's only 4 hands. I'm not seeing a 5th hand. So I don't know. Either mine got gypped a hand, but I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing everything except that 5th hand, but this box shows 4 interchangeable hands. I guess no. I guess that's right. If you count them, there's 4. So this only came with 4 hands. So that's kind of what it is. Let's move this out of the way. And let me go ahead and get him posed a little bit better and figure out how to get this chainsaw in here. I guess it goes in and it doesn't peg in. It just goes in like so. Yeah, something like that. That looks pretty sick. He ain't messing around, and he got that Necronomicon game. So that's sick. I'm probably not gonna put any, like the Henrietta head, any of this stuff out because it doesn't matter. And he's only got a boom. He's got two fisted hands, which I took off, and he's got a boomstick hand. So I'm gonna leave all that stuff in the package just because I have so much of it. And what I want to do is, let me check the comments real quick. Sorry guys. This is the only version of him, El Spicy, that's a Mezco. And the Army of Darkness is Great Black Knight. And DK, what up, man? So let's go ahead and let me show you what else we got. So let's go ahead and start with a height. And let me stand him straight up just for a second because I want to see how high he is. And I like to measure these from the stand just to give you a perspective of how tall he is with the stand. So with the stand, he is roughly 6.5 dead up. Maybe a little more than that, maybe 6 5/8, but he's not quite, he's a little over 6 inches. And on the stand, body to body, he's almost 6, he's basically 6.5 dead up. So that stand adds about a quarter, just another quarter. So, or almost a quarter. So there you go. So he's 6.5 tall. So let's go ahead and get him back posed where he's in his ready to go. And turn them hips out. Drop that arm. Trying to still get the hang of this look. Groovy. Crossbody. Look. Chainsaw still not quite staying on, but we'll make it work. He's holding the Necronomicon just fine, which is cool. Kind of holding it by his wayside. It's like this thing. That's the top of the chainsaw, so it should go that way. Let me double check and make sure I'm not tripping. No, that's right. It's just like got a weird kind of cant to him that I don't necessarily like. See how he's standing up from a vertical look. Yeah. Alright, that looks pretty good right there. He's holding the book. So I'm pretty happy with this look. So we're going to stand him there for right now. Let me check these comments. Hold on. What's your thoughts on the upcoming 112 Pennywise? I personally think it looks really bad, but I'm curious to know what you think. I don't know yet, and these figures are hard to judge until you get them in hand. For instance, this one is fine. It's not underwhelming. It's not overwhelming. It's what I thought it was going to be, but so on my sheet here. But the Jason was amazing. So it just really ultimately depends on what actually comes out. I'm going to blast him with a little bit of light just because I'm going to add some other folks here. So it just really depends. So but good question, DK. I'm probably going to get it just because I'm a horror completionist, but it depends. So let's go ahead and bring in my favorite. This is my Zombie Ash that I've got. He's just about to hack off that hand. So that's a super sick figure. Let's go ahead and hopefully I can do this without, hold on you guys, it might shake a little bit. Because I'm trying to move some stuff out of the way. There we go. Let me go ahead and get my Hero Ash from the 2-pack, which I like a lot. Bring him in. This is my favorite Ash. Love that face sculpt. And it's very similar to this face sculpt. If only these NECA figures stood better. Let's go ahead and bring in my old man Ash. Let's slide him out of the way because I love this Ash a lot too. Old Bruce Campbell. So I think that looks really good for comparison's sake. And here's a whole lot of Ash. So we've got the 2-pack Ash from the anniversary edition with Evil Ed. I like the way he looks. I like the way the shirt is. I think the short rip of the shirt looks better than this longer rip. personally, but that's just me. I like the way the body sculpt and the skin tone of this ash better. I like this head sculpt better. I like this articulation better. And I think it just really ultimately depends on the rest of the stuff, because I can turn his chainsaw around the right way. Sorry, Ash, I had you looking like a clown. He's holding a boomstick, and so everything about this figure I like better, but this is pretty much on par. Love this figure because I like the old Ash. I think he looks really good as well, and I love this Ash because that's my ultimate Ash from Evil Dead Part 2, and that's the cabin scene, and he's like looking at that hand as a zombie about to cut it off. So I really like, or as a deadite, not a zombie, technically the same thing, about to cut it off. So I think all these Ashes scale well, and I'm actually glad to have this Ash just because, again, I'm a horror completionist when I can be, and I think this is a really cool figure. Now, let's bring in a baddie, one of my favorites, and the original OG, and let's see how she scales. Henrietta herself. And I think she scales really good too. So I think that'd be some great scaling between them. I've got Ash and Evil Ed is on the shelf still. I didn't pull him off, but I've got all these guys together getting ready to do a fight right now. So overall, I do like this one, but I don't like the boots. And let me show you what I'm talking about when I said I don't like the boots. You see these boots on this Ash right here from NECA? Hopefully my camera, look at that. Now that looks right. That's weathered correctly as opposed to a clean set of boots. If you've watched Evil Dead, he was out in the mud and fighting deadites and doing all kind of stuff. There ain't no way his boots would have been that clean. And so these boots are way too clean. There's a little bit of mud residue. His pant leg is not ripped, and it really should be if you look at this Ash again. And if you look at even the other Ash, his pant leg should be ripped. Move Henrietta out of the way. So those are some of the things I'm a little irked at, but he does scale well, and I think that he looks good in a display, and that's what you buy this stuff for. How's it gonna look in a display? And I do like it. I like him a lot. Let's pull him up. And have him out. This chainsaw, I can't see down in there. I guess it just goes down in there, so it's not going to peg, and that's fine. But I got to be careful with that, and just kind of see what I want to do. I just want that down, but at a little bit of an angle because we don't hold our arms that way. So I like that look. But yeah, I like the face. I didn't think I was gonna like it. Now I do, so I think it's pretty cool. Wonder if Mezco going to do Army of Darkness. I don't know, Black Knight. I hope so. And if they do, you know I'm gonna be all over that. Now again, while I'm doing this, I told you guys next week I will be. Those of you that are close to Atlanta, I will be at the toy show in Atlanta. Definitely, or let me know if you're gonna be there, or if you see me, say what's up, because I'm gonna be looking for horror figures. I'll be looking for SH Figure Arts. I'm scared to show y'all my SH Figure Arts table behind me. There is so much stuff on it. There's probably 21 figures over here that I've got to start getting to, and we'll slowly start getting to those in the coming weeks. I've got to do my PlayStation video before I do that. But man, I've got my PlayStation controller video, but I've got a lot to show you. One other comparison that I wanted to pull out, and some of you might appreciate it. If you don't appreciate it, I understand. But I just got to show you how Ash stacks up to Big Ash. So let me grab Big Ash, and hopefully I don't knock a lot of stuff down doing this. But we're going to try to see if I can finagle and drop him in there. Ooh, yeah. Almost. So I'm going to stand. Old man Ash couldn't take it. So stay put, old man Ash. So let me zoom out a bit and give you guys a little bit of height so you can kind of see how these all look together. And that is the Ash from Sideshow Collectibles a couple years ago, maybe now. But I really like that one a lot too. Yeah, man, I'm not playing with them DBZ, but now I got some stuff to show you. I got some con exclusives. I got all kind of good stuff. Still got stuff coming in the mail, so that's why I hadn't really jumped on that yet. But this is almost all of my Ash figures. I've got one more Ash figure that is not here. That's in my under my bed. That's stored away, and that's my McFarlane. And he's custom because I glued the Necronomicon in his hand, and this one fell out. I want to put that so you can see it like so. Yeah, that it fell out, but this Big Ash has the boomstick, and I really like what a Sideshow did with that figure. That's an amazing Ash. He's holding the boomstick. He's got his chainsaw. The shirt looks right. Again, the rip should be small like that, not super long like this dude's got. That ain't right. So NECA, 1 point. Mezco, 0. You screwed that one up. But you know me. I'm going to go in here and chop that with some scissors, and it'll be just fine. And I'm going to do that right when this video's over to mod this thing to make sure that it looks the way I want it to look, because it's my figure, and it is what it is. So, yes, for all of y'all that are on the Ash bandwagon or on the fence about getting this figure, if you can get it, like I said, I just luckily put in the bid, and I want to say with tax it was like $46 or maybe $45. So, with shipping, excuse me. So it was less than 50 bucks is the point I'm making. If you can get this figure for less than 50, I would get it. Why not? Because it's going to be worth money one day, I think, if you, especially to the right Evil Dead collector. And if you appreciate the Bruce Campbell films, and you appreciate the Sam Raimi films, more importantly, I love this. I really wish they would make some Drag Me to Hell figures, because I love that movie even more. That's an awesome movie, in my opinion. Let's go ahead and move a few things to the side, because this is getting crowded. I do want to show you some other comparisons to a few other Mezco figs, because I think that makes sense. So we'll get everybody in place. Hopefully I can get over here and grab some stuff without making a complete mess. Ooh, right. Let's see. Let's see what he looks like next to Michael Myers. And I think that they're almost the same height. Ash looks just a little bit shorter than Michael Myers. And let me see if I can grab Jason without tearing up the computer. Boy, if you guys could see me now and all the finagling that I'm doing. And boom. So those are a few of the figures that I have, just to let you guys kind of see what we got going on here on this front. I think they look really good together, and I think these guys scale better than I'm not sure about how tall Bruce Campbell is, but I'm still gonna mod my Jason. That's something that I'm definitely gonna be doing here very soon, so I will be modding him, because that's just what I think I want to do, because I want him to be a little bit taller than Michael Myers. So I'm gonna be adding some extra ankle pegs in there, and or extending those ankle pegs. But I think Ash is fine. I think Ash and Michael Myers being the same size, I'm not all that upset about. I think that's okay. And I think this is a good figure. You know, let me know what you all think in the comment section, because as you know, I always want to know what you think. And let me know what you think about Ash. Let me know what your favorite moment from the movie, your favorite scene from the movie is, because I watched this movie at Halloween. I watched it a bunch of different times, and it's just one of those movies that's one of those gifts that keep on giving. And I think, again, that's a really solid figure, especially holding that Necronomicon with the chainsaw stand on, and he's like, what's up, I'm ready to do battle. Only thing is, I just got to fix that shirt, because that shirt's not right. But otherwise, I think he looks really good, especially scaling with everything else. So yeah, just wanted to leave you with that for tonight. I will be back tomorrow night, you guys, because I do want to do another video. I've got some other stuff to show you I'm really excited about. We're going to be showing off, I've got a PlayStation video that I do want to show you, PlayStation controller video that I want to do for you, excuse me. And I've got, I don't know, I may go ahead and unbox the Storm Collectible Goro, because I think that's a cool figure that you guys might be interested in before we get heavy into SH Figure Arts, because we're going to be on SH for a while. So yeah, as always, I appreciate, man. Thank y'all so much for sticking around. Those of you that are watching this live, it means a lot to me. And if you're watching or if you see this, please subscribe, hit the notification bell. You guys, I really want to get to 30,000 subscribers before this year is out. I mean, I've been doing this YouTube thing a long time on this channel, and I really would like to get more subscribers and just share my passions with you all, because I think people would appreciate it if they knew about me. So I definitely would love for you all to share, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. But anyway, thank you so much, Black Knight, man. I appreciate all the comments. It kept the stream lively, and I appreciate you, chiming in. You all have an amazing rest of your Saturday. Be safe. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and I will see you all tomorrow with another live.